Let's sign her up as a commentator. Lovely words there from Lynn Cantwell of the Irish women's team. They progress through here. Back to the men's action. It's New Zealand against United States next coming up. And let's look at the New Zealand and USA head-to-heads. Well, in Rugby World Cup Sevens, it's 2-0. They last met in Hong Kong back in the World Cup, the second World Cup, well, the fourth World Cup, New Zealand won 45-0. For this game, New Zealand coach Gordon Titchens has gone back to the starting team, which played Canada on day one. That means Rakabula, Mahim, Naholo and Raikuna will come off the bench. Forbes, Dixon and Mickelson will be the forwards. Peter Aki continues to progress. Here's the United States team with captain Matt Hawkins. And still we see their policy of the very fast Carlin Isles left off the starting lineup. So he'll come presumably into the game quite late in the piece if they're in touch. And there is a faint chance that USA could qualify for the next round if they beat New Zealand in this game. But recent results tell us that they have never done that. So they're up against it. Carl Tanana is with me in this commentary.
Yes, Keith, and I expect the USA really to push the boundaries of the law and disrupt the New Zealanders. And speaking to Gordon Titchens after the Georgian game, he wasn't happy, so accuracy, speed was paramount for them and to dominate.
So here they come, New Zealand and USA, into the vast Luzhniki Stadium. There's Matt Hawkins, a South African-born captain. There's an equation which we can look at for them. If USA win by 17 points or more, they will qualify for the Cup, and that means they will probably eliminate New Zealand from the quarterfinals round. But if New Zealand draw or win, they would qualify. But if they narrowly win, they might be seeded lower down the Rugby World Cup qualifying system. Referee for this game is Rasta Rasabenge of South Africa. So there's it simply for New Zealand. They qualify for the Cup if they win or draw. They've had 2 wins here so far. USA have had a loss and a win. There are some Kiwis in the crowd to support their team, and lots of support for USA as well. Tim Mickelson from New Zealand, just looking to find his form in this tournament. And the players are trying to find a ball to play with. There's Nick Edwards from USA, one of their prominent players. The man with the ball is Gillies Kaka. Looks like they're kicking up for Sam Dixon's big jump to start this one. New Zealand against USA, and Peter Aki is through aggressively on the Americans as they deflect it back. Goes to Hawkins. USA in the red, white and blue, mainly white, and Zach Test is caught by Sherwin Stowers, and nicely presented there by Zach Test away to Hawkins. So USA have got to give it everything in this game. New Zealand and coach Gordon Titchens, as you've heard from Carl Tanana, will be trying to consolidate and give perhaps their best performance at the series so far. Tim Mickelson dropped a couple of balls in the previous outing. Flung away out wide in New Zealanders through Baker. Baker gets it again. This is Kurt Baker. Hawkins is 6. Driving in hard, the number 8 for New Zealand is Gillies Kaka. Sherwin Stowers, and he's in good form, and he's over for the opening try in this one. The very quick, the very alert Sherwin Stowers. New Zealand 5, USA 0.
Well, the USA made a mistake here on the near side of the field. It was turned over ball by Tim Mickelson, and Sherwin Stowers, at least been on fire the first game. I know the pressure's really been put on him by his coach to be able to finish, and he does that.
So goes Sherwin there.
He's got an abundance of speed, Sherwin Stowers, very powerful for a stout man. Challenge for him this weekend. Laid down is, can he repeat these feats over and over, not just one run?
Gillies Kaka is the kicker, and he's missed it. Notice on the shoulder of the New Zealand jersey on the right-hand side there, a gold cup that indicates that they've been a Rugby World Cup winning team in the past. So they were the winners in 2001. They're entitled to a bit of gold replica of the Melrose Cup on their right sleeve. All teams entitled to do that here. Now let's see what USA offers. The big man, Andrew Durutalo, is number 3, and number 9 is Maka Unufe. Matt Hawkins. Oh, nice work by Test. Now Edwards at halfway. Nick Edwards, chased by Kaka. Oh, very good try indeed for Edwards, USA.
Well, great reply there from the USA, and they come down from their passage. You called it, Keith, to release the outside players of the United States. Sherwin Styles was the one that come up in defence. Sam Dixon drifts across, and he's too slow on the inside. You can see New Zealand defence was broken. Gillies Kaka tried as much as he could. Try to go up high and keep him out there, Gillies Kaka.
So that will be a shock to the New Zealanders. Here's Shalom Suniula. Edwards has Australian connections. Suniula has New Zealand connections. So these guys will be chasing a victory against New Zealand. And so that's a missed conversion, 5-all. Good start, USA.
Showing what they can do when they get their hands on the ball, the USA. Spreading the defence in New Zealand and finding holes.
So there's big Matt Hawkins, captain of USA team. Shalom Suniula kicks it. As you see how he's kicked it towards the sun. Oh, nicely gone into big Durutalo's hand again. Here comes USA. Andrew Durutalo, yes, he gets it away. And the big man, Hawkins, the captain, is in under the bar. A shock beginning has set New Zealand back 2 tries in a minute for Team USA.
Great kick off there right down the middle. Durutalo did great work at big number 3. And it's put on the money by Shalom Suniula. It's tapped back, and there he is there in position. Andrew Durutalo, watch him get this pass away. Fends off Mickelson with the left hand, so strong. Right hand give, and the support player, Matt Hawkins, is over.
Well, it's a big arm, isn't it, that holds Mickelson at bay, and he was able to do that, and the off pass to Hawkins enabled the big man, the big bear they call him, the big polar bear, in under the post, 12-5. And here's another catch from the kickoff. This is Thompson, Brett Thompson, very promising new man in the USA team, and my word, Carl, they were nearly in for 3 in 3 minutes.
Well, it just highlights the importance of retention, especially from the kickoff, and self-belief, Keith. That's what the Americans have got after that first try. They're back in the south, they've got nothing to lose, and now they're in prime position to score just before the half.
Minute and 20 to go. Shalom Suniula is the halfback, watched by Gillies Kaka. And let's see how USA go here. It's been lost for.
Oh, that's a disappointing end there for the USA. They could have put a mountain of pressure on New Zealand if they were able to get that ball out. Missed opportunity. That's huge. And if New Zealand are able to score here under a minute left before the half, it'll be huge. He knows Alex Magleby. He's been on the pitch against New Zealand before. What a big missed opportunity that is.
So Kaka. New Zealand are going to run it from here, showing signs of daring. Peter Aki runs out of the 22. It's in referee's time well, it's not quite half time. Rasavengi, the referee, says they'll have one more play. Forbes. Kaka. Chased by Durutalo, in past to Mickelson. Look at the way the US defence is back. Maka Unufe makes the tackle. New Zealand captain DJ Forbes is there. And so is the American defence. They drive it hard. It's a 50-50 ball on the American side, and it goes to Unufe. New Zealand coach Gordon Titchens is off his chair, and an indication of how anxious he is. I wonder if the Americans will chance their arm and go for more points. No, they've decided enough is enough for the first half anyway. They scored through. It could very well have been 3. They lead at the half over New Zealand by 12 points to 5.
What a game. The USA doing everything right after the early score from New Zealand. Be interesting to see what is said in the huddles from both sides. I'm sure to be differing agendas, no doubt about that.
You'll see the statistics from the first half go through the bottom. Let's listen into the New Zealand huddle.
Line breaks, we're having to fight to keep it. You should be able to read because we should be hunting in those threes. And that's quick ball. And then we let them, we're not getting in there quick enough because that's why they're disrupting us and trying to come through the back. And it's terrible ball. Come on, that's all we need, the ball. We're playing with it at the moment, we're defending. We're not getting the loose taps. Come around it. Don't, buddy, look where it is and then get it. And then fan out straight away. Don't go.
Now, last thing, be very, very honest and try and everybody else
Well, we're behind now, let's go. We need to get there.
Gordon Titchen there speaking about hunting in threes. He's talking about when the player takes it into contact, having to clean out the quick halfback to clear the ball. Alex Magleby talking about patience for the USA. They're in control here, they're in front, they don't have to rush, they just need possession as per the first half.
12 points to 5 USA. Let's have a look at that equation again. If USA win by 17 points or more, they qualify for the Cup round. Canada is also in the group, and so are Georgia. Georgia are out of it, but each team would have 2 wins each, and so it's a 17-point margin that looks good for USA if they can get there. If New Zealand draw or win, they qualify automatically. And then it's down to what happens between USA and Canada to see if they can be one of the other 2 qualifiers to go. One of the other 2 qualifiers to go through. Second half begins. USA get the ball in Edwards. He was so good in the first half. That's 2 for Edwards, 3 for USA. What a performance! What a show they're putting on at the moment here in the Rugby World Cup Sevens. Nick Edwards.
And they look comfortable, do the USA. Again, straight from the kickoff. Shalom Suniula puts it up high. Good tap back there. Good hands also by Nick Edwards. Look, Peter Aki doesn't commit. Neither does Tim Mickelson. Too high. And that's under the horns.
Well. Let's have a look at the conversion. Through it goes from Suniula. 19 points to 5. Well, yesterday at the opening ceremony, they had some astronauts in from outer space coming into the stadium on the big screen, talking about what they could see from up there. Maybe one of the things they could see was holes in the New Zealand team's defence at this point in this game. Let's see what unfolds. 3 tries to 1. Look at the kickoffs from this guy, Shalom Suniula. And that test goes through this time. Couldn't quite get onto that one. But so it's with New Zealand now. They have to maintain their composure and build it up from the backfield. DJ Forbes, they've got to have him at the sharp end of the leadership now in these remaining minutes. New Zealand are playing uphill now on the scoreboard. Kurt Baker, we know what he's capable of. USA, are they in the mood to defend as well as attack? It's out to Dixon. Down he goes, and that's a serious injury. I think it happened for him before he hit the deck.
You can hear the agony in his voice, and both players are down. Dixon just comes in. Well, it looks quite innocuous, but obviously slipping on the grass. I think his ankle just gets caught there, the left ankle in the turf. Doesn't look good here for New Zealand. Sam Dixon, we hope he's all right.
Well, he's just come off a very serious shoulder injury, and that would be just terrible for the young man if he had something bad happen to him there. That's Matt Wenman in there looking out for him.
What a breakdown from Kurt Baker, though, from New Zealand. You see Tim Mickelson on screen, but equally great scrambling defence there for the USA to make Dixon chop back on the inside, and he's up on his feet, so that's good for New Zealand supporters, but he'll come off.
It's a soft corner of the field there, Carl. We had an incredibly heavy rainstorm 11 p.m. last night. Some of our colleagues caught in the rain, running for their lick of their lives to stay dry, and that is very sad indeed for a young contributor to the New Zealand Sevens team this year. So he goes to the sideline, Sam Dixon, but New Zealand have to maintain, and they might here. Well, let's have a look at penalty try awarded by referee Rasavengi. The American players held back Gillies Kaka, and maybe the tide has switched back New Zealand's way. Coach Mag will be not happy. A critical call by the referee there, but I think he was onto it correctly. Let's have a look. Kaka held back. Well, what do you think? New Zealand a bit lucky. What do you reckon?
Well, I think it was going to be a try, but you watch this. Staniul unfortunately slips over, and there, can't do that. And there was no one in front of him, so that was going to be a try, so that's fair enough.
Well, the penalty try is awarded, but of course the penalty try is awarded under the crossbar, so it's a guaranteed 7-pointer, whereas if it had been scored wider out, there might have only been a 5-pointer. So that is a critical moment in the game. So there's the kickoff. New Zealand are in touch again. There's Maka Unufe, and an intercept, this time by Mickelson. So New Zealand certainly back in touch with a try. They're not in the lead. There's still time to play, but Tim Mickelson is in.
We're just showing their medal on defence, and good step in there, and it was the number 11, Kurt Baker, that shakes that free, that ball. Very loose on the carry. You got to respect the pill first and foremost. Maka Unufe, too loose there in front of his post. It all comes back to the kickoff, Keith. Whoever's had the kickoff been able to retain it as the conversion goes over, is controlling this game.
Well, we've had a seesaw struggle in this one. USA out to 19-5 in the lead. Now it's all tied up at 19 all, but remember, New Zealand has to have the draw or the win to qualify definitely for the Cup quarterfinals. They've been given a shake-up here by USA. Here's the Americans chancing their arm now. Running it out now is Mike Palafau, who's come off the bench. And we've got Jack Halalilo also substitute into the game. Edwards, 2 tries for Edwards. Lots of black shirts around him. He's very elusive. Palafau back at the 22. They're keen to retain possession to see if they can run a breakout move.
Tim Mickelson, great work at the breakdown. He stacks it there, holds him up. And his body strength, his leg strength is good. There was 2 American players there. Edwards, and I think it was Palafau. They needed to clear Tim Mickelson out of their contact area. They couldn't. Great work.
What about a case of bringing Carlin Isles, the speedster, into the game and take a chance?
Well, he's got so much gas as Carlin Isles.
Number 3, Watt.
Yes, he's coming. Look, read it like a novel. Carlin Isles, down in the bottom of your screen, the fastest man in world rugby comes in for a chance. They only have to get the ball to him and see if there's a gap, a break, some space, and he could run away and win the game for USA. Kaka didn't look very straight, did it? Here comes Raikkonen for New Zealand, also off the substitute bench, and he gets there. Let's see what referee Rasavengi says. Yes, try is scored. New Zealand go into the lead on the back of the try by this man introduced to the game, David Raikkonen.
Yeah, great introduction because he comes into standoff and he's got one of the best stop and goes in sevens rugby in the world. He gets on the outside of Palefau, who hasn't had the best of times since he's come on. Gillies Kaka with a good pass. David Aikuna stop go. Always had the man on the outside, one-on-one. He has the opportunity, the ability to get over the line with the momentum. Good score, New Zealand.
No problems in identifying who those people are supporting. There's the kick from Kaka. Oh, wow. He's really turned it around for New Zealand now. David Raikuna scores the try. It's converted. It's 26-19. That's 21 unanswered points by New Zealand after USA led 19-5. Just a few seconds remaining now. Looks like New Zealand will qualify, but it's a bit like their other performances, Carlton Nana, here in the tournament.
Yeah, but in saying that, New Zealand coach Gordon Titchell just be wanting to get through to tomorrow, where they'll be involved in the quarterfinals, but the USA aren't done yet.
Can they get it wide to their speed man? No, they've kicked it straight to Bryce Heem, substitute into the game. Advantage for New Zealand. Well, will they kick it out and take the win, or will they dare to chance their arm? Disappointment at the moment for Alex Magleby, who's going to quit coaching the USA team at the end of this tournament. And Lotte Raikambula says, we'll take the win, thank you. And New Zealand squeaks it in some regard here after USA played a brilliant first half. New Zealand point production very good in the second half, but hardly up with the cup-winning standard. Nevertheless, they go through as one of the qualifiers for the quarterfinal stage on the back of a 26-19 win over USA.